to second round coverage of the 46th annual New Zealand National Championships, brought to you guys by RPM Discs, Winnow, and the PDGA. We got to thank the PDGA for making this thing possible. I'm Luke Humphries. Sitting next to me, my man right here, Paul Oman. We're going to be enjoying a different course than we saw yesterday, Paul.
Yes, something new, a little more open. Got the Redwood disc golf course today.
Yeah, it's a traditional golf course, so a lot more space to move that disc around than we saw yesterday. We've got a couple new names: Kyle Harrop, Dylan Feldman. One of them's from Australia, the other is from the States. Dylan's from Australia.
Yes, and
Full
got
one.
a beautiful day today.
It is, man. Yesterday was crazy windy. You guys saw the conditions. Corey Ellis, the only NPO player under par, actually. Starting off with a par 5.
Welcome to the 46th New Zealand National Disc Golf Championships. We're here for round 2 from Redwood Park Golf Club here in West Auckland, New Zealand. This is our NPO lead card. First on the tee with a sensational 5-under first round from Barbersville, West Virginia, the 2023 European Open champion. It's Corey Ellis.
Thank you, Henry. Tournament director. Definitely one of the guys that made this whole thing possible.
Yeah, and sensational is right. Corey's round to -5 in that weather we had yesterday.
Insane.
Very impressive.
He's just so good at putting. And at the end of the day, you got to get the disc in the basket.
Starting off with a big carry here.
Going up the middle, too. This is a bit of a gap hit that's not necessary. He's just so confident that he's going flat to hyzer right through the middle.
I like
Next
it.
on the tee, from Wichita, Kansas, the front man of GK Pro and an elite professional in his own right, it's Luke Humphries.
Kind words.
Very kind words.
I'm going to take the Anheuser. That's a 500 D3. This thing gets a pretty good flight, but it never really panned.
Yeah,
It's fine.
just want to cover as much ground
Third
as
on the tee.
possible.
Yep.
From Oceanside, California, a man who played almost 100 points above his rating yesterday to be here on our lead card. It's Kyle Harrop.
Hey, Kyle, having a great round yesterday. Making his way onto the lead card for some GK coverage today.
Yeah, this guy out of Oceanside, California, told me that Goat Hill is his home course.
So he's ready for this big one.
Yeah, kind of fits his style. He's going to throw a lot of forehands. Just a little heads up.
Rounding out our lead card from Geelong, Victoria, Australia. He throws the longest bomb down under. Please welcome Dylan Feldman.
Longest bombs.
He's not lying, man. He's not lying. This guy makes it look easy, too.
Yeah.
You guys will love watching him. That was easy, right? Look at that thing.
Good angle.
Flattening out, getting back to hyzer, up onto the top.
Yeah.
He's in the flats, dude. We're trying to just, 380 moving left to right is what we're shooting for,
from
because
here
that,
we've got another position shot, so you can't see it.
no, it's a bit blind. We've only played it once. It was in hurricane conditions, so we have basically no frame of reference. I just threw a different D3, one that holds a little bit, and kind of snuck by a bunker, actually, that's a hazard right there, but set myself up nice for an approach.
Absolutely. Yeah, you can get far enough on this shot where you can get in position to have a look at the basket. Get around that corner to your right just a bit.
Corey just going mid-range. He's not sure. We weren't sure how far that green was exactly, so he was playing it safe.
Yeah.
Just kept that thing turning the whole time. This is a look at the other side of what Dylan has. You saw the backhand. He's also got a flush forehand.
That was smooth.
He keeps it low. All right. Kyle's got a shot at the green. He's got to carry it over this traditional golf green here. That's perfect looking.
Wow. Well executed.
Yeah, lands it right at the end of that green. Topples up there.
That
The OB is close.
So tight right there.
Yeah.
On the left side, the green in front of the basket.
So it was like a little bit of a left to right wind. It probably would have been better to go backhand, but I just felt forehand was the play there. I had an A5 for the backhand, A3 for the forehand that I ended up with.
Yeah, I thought the forehand was definitely the play going in. Just, you can play it off of that green,
Yep.
check it up a bit,
Yep.
keep it low.
Dylan, way up here, executed the backhand, forehand to perfection to leave just an easy approach there.
Yeah, way to break it down.
We've all got like 15 to 18 footers though, so it's no gimme here. All about that range.
Good way to start the round.
He makes 15 footers look like tap-ins.
Oh,
Yeah, maybe just a little
a
tentative.
little tentative. That basket is really tucked up in that corner.
Good, confident looking putt from Dylan.
That's how you want to start it.
Yeah, not a bad way to go. So Kyle's only been a professional since 2021. I'm looking at it right now. Official current rating 918. Career events 1.
Wow.
So he's just brand new into the event or to the
Now,
sport, but he's got that
on the
forehand
lead
pretty
card.
dialed. Just watch what he can do. This is a little par 3 down the hill, OB long if you don't control that speed. Forehand is what you're going to see from most of us. It just suits well. Skip it before the hole.
That left to right that we were dealing with today here, I think those backhands were just...
Look
oh,
at
wow.
We thought it was going in for a second.
That was an incredible reaction off the base of that tree.
Yeah. That was a raptor from him. That's a stable D2 from me, and I just give it a little too much. And it flips up a bit because of it. I actually have a putt back there.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so this is another good look at Dylan's smooth forehand. Look at this.
It's a flat.
Going.
Unreal. You guys are headhunting here.
Dude,
It's
he made that look
unfortunate that he found
easy.
OB, but
Crazy.
some excitement to start the round off.
Yeah. Kyle maybe could have used a little more Anheuser. Hit short. That's about 42. Check that 60, and he's got a little pitch around the tree.
Monster trees.
I was on the other side of a tree too, so I couldn't see that happen. But here I am, tailwind putt. Jim Oates telling Corey's story in the background. Throw it high.
All right.
I knew it was gonna drop.
Good commitment. Birdie start. This boy's hungry.
Yeah, I mean, I'm 6 back of Corey. I think if I could get 2 a day, I could tie it up. It's gonna be really hard, but
Bad strategy.
yeah, I can't let these ones go. This was an easy one. Uphill headwind putt, just a little tricky. Corey, nice and easy. Man, that reaction off the tree was almost perfect. That would have been the craziest ace. It all happens so quick. I think those aces are the best. They just surprise you, you know?
Right.
Unfortunate bogey for Dylan. Just flipping that forehand up a little too much, and we go straight back into another par 5, 944, going up this hill. then back down to this guarded green with kind of an OB sidewalk that plays around it.
Yeah, this is a tricky drive. You've got to carry enough so that you can attack the green. I think it's an eagleable par 4, especially for Corey. He's got all the distance in the world to get to where he needs to.
Was this Mando in your mind? He flipped this one up a little bit more than I think he planned to, and it looked like he brought it into play, but that angle shows it wasn't even really close.
Yeah, with that OB on the left, you really want to make sure that you push it out to the right. But that Mando's so far out there, it seems like you'd really have to tip it over to miss it.
Yeah, I'm throwing that 400 D2 again.
Great drive, staying up high there.
Got a good skip. That was
Yeah.
nice.
Give you a good angle at the basket.
Opens up that angle. All right, this is a Rive from Kyle. This is max distance disc. And that headwind really just turned it over. And dude, it gets as close to the OB as you can get without going in. So he actually is back by that cart.
Oh
out of
dear, it
bounds.
looked like the flags were on the other side of the path.
Yep. Just a smooth bomb from Dylan. Never even got to flat.
Doesn't flirt with the OB. Keeps it right in the middle. Just in front of you, it looked like.
Yeah. All right, Kyle's lining up that same disc. It can't get to the green. This is kind of just an in-between shot. It'll set him up for an approach into the green. Short of that OB right there, which starts to curl in at the basket. So now Corey's got to go a little lower because he ended up a little righter. I think he's just going to throw this forehand.
Yeah, this is what you want to see. You want to push it out towards that left side. Use that hill. Get you down to the flat.
Yeah, nice little skip. He throws a lot of backhands, but he's got such a good forehand when he wants to.
See a little angle work here.
Yeah, I'm like, I guess I got to go for the green.
I think you can air one down there. Oh, yeah, here we go.
It was a little nosy, but
Great distance.
yeah.
Still a long look, but gonna secure that birdie.
Yeah, I got to putt at eagle. Thinking I can maybe pick one up. Look at this thing. It's actually got to get down. It's headed towards OB.
Oh, he finds that flat and gets a good check skip.
That's super good sticky grass. Kyle,
Just a few to contend with, and he finds one in the middle. Gonna leave him a long look.
Yeah, he really loves that Anheuser angle. So he kind of had to weave one through there. You'd love to see him just hit one flat, down, low, let it slide. That one was maybe heading towards the OB, gets a great kick.
I think that OB behind the basket was actually farther than you think.
Big jump up from Corey. Sets up an easy birdie.
Can almost see the fire in your eyes.
It's there.
Let's go.
Oh,
Just kind of hung up. Didn't come down.
I like it though. Ready, coming out firing.
Yeah, it's going to take something special to catch Corey, but I just got to play my game.
Absolutely. Doing a great job, keeping it in the middle, working your way down the fairway, giving yourself the opportunity.
Yeah.
Very nice birdie.
Kyle missed that par putt, so he's going to be looking at a bogey. Easy bird for Corey. That's a nice easy bird for Dylan. These big par fours, he's got the backhand, forehand combo to just like tear them up.
Yeah, breaking it down easily.
We're coming in on the hardest hole on the course, and you are actually the basket for us.
I think I was a bit off here.
It's just a little long, actually. It's closer to the water, as we'll see in a second, but that's pretty fun.
But I will catch that disc. You get it near me, I'm catching it.
Dude, all right, let's see how
Best
close.
chains in the business.
We measured this one at 412. Corey and I did with our rangefinders. We were kind of doing it all day just to make sure we were on. So he's like smacking a titanium Raptor, I believe.
That's what you want to see there.
That's like exactly where you were too.
I can't believe that this plate is the hardest hole.
Did you tell
today.
Corey that was the placement?
If I would have been there, I would have caught it.
Just a little long. I'm throwing this feedback.
Ooh, sliding it up nice.
Yeah. I was actually, about a third of the way through the fight. I was like, maybe that's not enough.
Looks like Corey's homework paid off.
Yeah, we did come out here. The
That
conditions
extra-
were totally different.
Extra couple feet.
Pretty smooth looking shot from Dylan, keeping it all on hyzer. Exactly pin high, but about circle's edge.
Yeah, helping him control that distance. Leaving it on the hyzer.
And this one just doesn't have enough from Dylan. Ends up out of bounds, so he'll be going to
Up over there.
a drop zone. It's just an instant bogey. You can actually turn it into
Yeah.
a double.
You hit this drop zone.
I think that's probably why it played the hardest. Anybody that went OB had a chance to like double up right here.
That absolutely makes sense. Water carry, full 4 holes in. OB everywhere. Just a bit of a lift.
Yeah, not as windy as yesterday, but still just oddly gusty. It's hard to tell exactly where the wind was coming from. You could see an interesting lift there.
Oh, it's a good stroke.
Yep.
No problem for Corey.
Man, he just doesn't miss those putts. Doesn't matter how much the wind is. Elevation,
Yeah, he knows those are costly.
whatever's in his way. Bangs it. Yeah, this one played 3.73.
Wow.
3/4 of a stroke over par.
Beautiful. Bag on the bird.
Take it.
Going back to when I was 8, playing my first tournament, I just thought it was fun. Some kids play soccer, some play baseball, and I was just playing disc golf. Went on tour when I was 19, and I've never had an injury until now. My whole body weight landed on my ankle, and I broke all 3 bones. I'm a competitor. That's all I know. I gotta get back out there. It took an injury like this for me to be able to realize every single piece of the puzzle has to be perfect to find success in this sport.
Yeah, huge thanks to the PDGA for making this New Zealand coverage possible. to you viewers all over the world. Headed into a par 4, 576. Feels like you could get frisky with this one if you wanted to and just go big. I don't think that's the play today, so just avoid that green and set yourself up for an approach.
Yeah, a lot of work to get to the green off of the tee. I think we're going to see a lot of long layups here. Get yourself into position for the birdie.
Corey throws his most stable Venom. It's actually like a test flight Venom. One of the first ones ever made. It flips up way too much, dude. He lands in the strip.
Fortunate one.
In between the water and the green, that sets up a super simple approach for him.
Yeah, it's looking like he's just trying to play to the left side of the green here.
Which is
Get
what I'm
yourself
trying.
A distance.
I gotta get this thing a little more left, though, I think. Let's see what happens. Oh, no way. Oh, my goodness.
Oh.
What?
We lost it. Suspense, folks.
Okay, suspense over. It's 1 inch inbounds. It ended up on the line. This is actually, looking back, a pretty smart play. If you throw it short of the green, it's never...
Get that
you don't risk all of
roll.
that. Yeah. That whole shot took like 25 seconds. This is a great little play right here. He's so confident on that Anheuser angle. Really hits it like at the same speed every time. Pretty similar angle. So he's
it sets himself up for another forehand that he's comfortable with.
super consistent with it.
Love it. Play your game.
Totally.
Stick to it.
Yeah. Lots of ways to get
Got some
birdies.
big arms on the card.
That's kind of just a pull from Dylan. Ends up like exactly pin high.
Yeah.
But just a little tug out of the hand, I think.
It did look like you maybe pulled it a bit.
Yeah, look at my disc, dude.
On the fringe.
I'm going 750A3. Keeping it simple.
Yeah, after the drive, not much left
No.
to get to the basket. So we're seeing some slower discs approaching.
Yeah, this is just a chip zone from Corey.
Wow, he ended up in great position.
Dude, the best.
He probably wasn't sweating it out like you either.
No.
Oh, just a little knoll the basket's sitting on.
Yeah.
Gives him a little roll.
About the same distance, maybe a little more.
Got that green behind the basket. Great putt.
Cashes it confidently.
Yes.
Love to see it. Don't get the birdie, but get a little confidence in your putt.
Yeah, and these baskets catch great.
Dude, these helixes, big fan.
Yeah. You got no problem stepping up to a putt here.
I've seen very few spit outs that I felt like should stay.
Light work for Corey. This great upshot.
Yep.
Comfortable with the bag tap-ins.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I'm 5 for 5, and I haven't picked up a stroke on the guy.
What can you do?
Seriously. These are pretty windy conditions. This is kind of what our practice round looked like. Today's calmer. I think that there's 3 different routes here. You can play the hyzer skip, the straight shot up the middle, or the Anheuser.
I'm eager to see what the card does here. There's a couple different options.
Corey going buzz. This is headed, I mean, basically directly at the bucket. Hits that tree, drops down.
Yeah, just this little barricade of trees here on the left side that you got to contend with.
If he's a little tighter with that, we talked about it today, he could set himself up perfect. It was hard to get it back right, though. As you can see, I'm going F7 roller. This thing doesn't work out that well.
Stays a little wide.
We see it finish by the stump there.
Beautiful. Got a low ceiling putt at it.
There's something. We're going to see that skip shot out of Dylan.
Okay, he's taking the wide right side.
That's kind of what we found out in practice is with the low ceiling, it's hard to give it the angle it needs to really get the skip.
Yeah, it seemed like it kind of hit the ground almost flat and just pushed forward rather than dragging to the left.
Yep.
The trees were very low, so that left side was looking good.
Yeah, it was a right to
For a
left
lot of our
wind, so
players.
everything that we tried just drifted 10 to 20 feet left immediately, and then it got back a bit, but never as much as it should have. Kyle hates throwing backhands. I know that. We talked about it, so that was a backhand out of Kyle. Not bad.
Start the counter. Long look. Ooh.
Dude.
He felt good out of his hand.
It did. Look at him. Confident bid.
Love it.
All right. I think that was about 50.
Right. Got a nice little look at it.
Little headwind.
The jumper is feeling good.
Yeah. Oh, nice little slow-mo from Gabe.
Slow-mo.
It touched one leaf. It kind of hung in the air a little bit with that headwind, and
Full confidence.
man.
Oh, man down. Man down.
The shoe is getting filled up with water as we speak in the muck.
Those things are going to smell even worse.
They are not good.
Oh.
A little awkward bid from Corey.
Yeah.
Nearly rings it up. And because of that little puddle, Dylan has to take casual relief behind it. Adds like 6-7 feet to his putt.
And oh no! Oh, I almost spoke too soon. It looked like it was no trouble.
Yeah, it caught a lot of chains. Hard to tell from that angle exactly what happened, but Kyle in
I wouldn't change a thing if I was
for
him.
his par.
The lone birdie.
Yeah, kind of a tricky hole today.
Grabbed a stroke on our leader.
Yeah, with the wind the way it was. Did play under par. Only being 348, but here we are, par 4, 708. We had the perfect wind for this one, man.
Yes, we did.
You could really try and get down into the flat there. Give yourself an easy upshot if you know, it was like a drag from left to right for a righty backhand. You could just kind of crush one.
Yeah, find your angle. You can land up on top and still give yourself a nice approach to the basket, wide open, looking down at it.
Just crush one through that
Just
gap.
don't put yourself in any trouble here.
Like that.
I'm going with that D3. It's a little less stable.
He has found some ground play.
Got a little skip.
That's beautiful.
I was wondering how I got there. Now I know.
Well,
Corey sees a bigger line. He's gonna get into this one.
oh yeah, tournament mode activated.
Just a little more Anheuser than it needed. Past Bob, but it pulls up before the trees, which is huge.
So that stake's not even OB.
It's actually not. No,
Yeah,
the only
we
OB
just got
is
the
over.
two Mandos and then the OB past the basket there.
Yep. Yeah, if you throw a big forehand, it can set you up for a forehand Anheuser, but with the wind, we might have to see the second backhand out of Kyle. I think there's some footing issues maybe there with the raised pad. He was trying to get one.
Yeah, it looked like he was gearing up to get into one there.
Yeah, why not? We got a little gallery.
Try
People driving around.
what he's got.
Yeah, they
That's
are
the American.
I've bowed out of the power contest in this card, but them two they're crushing it around.
Look at you, Kyle. Oh, that backhand.
Yeah, long putt for birdie. We had a left-right wind with this approach, and when you throw that hyzer like that, it exposes so much surface area to the wind. It's kind of pushed it again. So Dylan's distance control has been perfect. He's pin high exactly on all of these holes.
Absolutely. He just didn't get as far as he could have off the tee and just left himself with that tough angle. Still could get to the basket, but that wind was beating him down.
Yeah.
Corey making great work of that awkward stance.
I was keeping it low. I aimed at that brown spot.
Not much left for you there. You didn't have to mess with the elevation or anything. You're down on the flat.
Yeah. Give me that again
Much
tomorrow.
easier read.
Just throwing one up there, securing the par for Kyle. It's pretty good for a forehand dominant person on a tricky right to left hole. And Dylan, a little left with his bid, leaving a little left to do.
Yeah, you can see our basket sits on just a little bit of an incline here, and
It's an exposed area of the course, so the wind is up. This man, however,
great extension. Good follow
sometimes
through.
it feels like the wind just is not present for him. I mean, it's definitely there. I feel it. I see it. But his putter, doesn't flutter. It doesn't leave its course. It's dead center.
Yeah.
Love watching it. Good bogey putt from Kyle. Just a couple tap-ins left for me and Kyle. I call Dylan Kyle.
On the birdie train here.
Yeah.
Dylan's taken a couple steps back in the last two holes. We've got our third par 5 of the course of the front 9, 1,074 feet. And it's a beautiful hole. I love this part of the park. Got a lot of room to work with until you get close to the basket here, and that left side really comes into play quite a bit.
Yeah, the OB is in the circle left. And apparently that creek is really muddy, and chances are you're not getting your disc back. So there's a lot of plays, roller, big, high, and hyzer. I'm just taking a more direct line, just trying to throw a flat D3.
Dealer's choice.
A little bit of turn, missed that big one.
That looked lovely.
Yeah, I hit one branch. Corey, we both, when we practiced together, the roller didn't really work. That airline seemed to work, so Corey lines it up as well. And this one is just toasted, dude.
Beautiful.
It's huge.
Yeah, it seems like you get out to that left side and you can work the fairway a little more. Tucking yourself on that right side, and you got to get a little more on your angles for your next shot. Maybe bring in that OB. So
Yeah. There's a great little forehand play out there. Kyle just burns that one over a little bit. Dylan lining up the big Anheuser route. Left of that bush. And it's heavy tailwind, but he still gets that thing to turn over like that.
what a move.
Yep. Great angle out there, too.
Yeah, there's so much room, so just manage the fairway here. Pick your spot.
Yep. This one played a third of a stroke over par. People just find trouble somewhere along the way.
I think I single-handedly changed the scoring spread on this hole.
That does happen.
Oh, this...
Dude, this is actually... I think that was meant to be an air shot because that's the disc he threw off the tee, but
Oh, it's holding the cut.
it's not gonna come out of that.
That's what I was talking about. You gotta manage this huge fairway.
Yeah. A lot of space there. I saw that and I'm like, I don't know what the wind's doing exactly. I'm thinking I just keep this low. I
Yeah.
also find some crazy wind.
Oh dear.
Yep.
That whole right side, even though it's staked, was inbound. So
Yep.
I don't know. It just,
There was some weird wind going up this hole right here.
yeah, it just seemed as things got tighter towards the basket.
Corey's going big, and this one holds the same anhyzer that Dylan and I's did, kind of making us think we just all got fooled by the wind.
Yeah.
That one ended up staying in the bush, as they call it here. It's not rough. That's bush.
He's inbounds, but he's got some work to do over there.
We got some nasty bush out here, too.
Another placement from Kyle. Just working his way down the fairway, 1,074 feet here. Chipping away.
I shot this one like 5 times. It was bouncing between 323 and 345. I chose 345. Played just an easy FX2 that...
Nah, he's going to use that entire right side.
Mm.
Using the short grass. Lovely shot.
Yeah.
Way to break it down. Ooh, we get a look at some of these lilies as we see Corey's out.
Those are indeed ginger lilies.
They smell like honeysuckles. I love them.
Yep. Very fragrant. That's the third backhand right there, I think, out of Kyle. Yeah.
Everyone keeping a tally.
Yeah. Interesting little spot right here. I think he's going to go high. Give it a bid.
Yeah, take the obstacle out of play.
Nice and easy. That was a Ricky slammer, I believe. All right, so I'm pretty close, so this would be a putt to make sure that I don't grab another one from Corey. That's like the first putt of this entire event that didn't grab metal, I think.
The helix move or something? It's the basket every time.
Yep. Every time.
Great birdie.
Yeah. So I got 2 back now. I just got to keep them.
Just chugging along here. Kyle having a long par 5 here.
Not Kyle's best. I mean, to this point, the only tournament that he's ever played is the Alaskan State Championships in 2023. He's got 1 event. So this is a big moment for him. He's playing on GK Pro. If he's a fan of disc golf, he's definitely watched our coverage.
Yeah, he's got some locals out here checking out some golf today, and it can be a bit overwhelming at times.
Can be. Headed into hole 9. This is a giant redwood tree right here. They're actually brought here from the United States in 1902. They're not native to New Zealand. We're trying to slide it just in front of that one. And with the tailwind, I never really got that thing to flat. Leaves me about 38.
Yeah, with that left side there, you kind of got to keep it high. I mean, you can still give yourself a putt with that forehand look, but...
I kind of planned on a roll with the forehand.
You're trying to bring it in front of the tree, or...?
Just in front of the tree is what I was
like
going
that.
for. Yeah. And then planning on like 20 feet of ground play.
I was taking this backhand play. There was a little right to left. It makes easy work of it.
It's such easy work. He made
Using
it
the
look so
ground.
simple. It's a
Slow
side.
him down.
Yeah. That was a zone.
Yeah.
This looks beautiful out of the hand. We thought it had a chance to go in, but it was just a bit short. Still super handy.
Finds that massive tree trunk, and he's looking at a birdie putt.
Yeah. That's a great little show of what you kind of plan on seeing with a forehand. Look at it, dude.
Yes. Kyle.
It got stable fast.
I love it. That thing could have rolled for days.
All right, so this is sketchy, dude. Right to left. So I could air it down this hill and go so far.
I don't know. Your putting stroke's been confident.
It has been. That one wasn't.
It almost looked like you had layup on your mind.
It had nothing to do with it, but as I walked up to that putt, somebody was like, birdie the whole front 9.
Oh, no.
Yes, just some passionate crowd members. So I got like a 25-footer back up the hill. A little headwind. I'm thinking just aim it at the pan and it'll raise.
Very nice. Yeah, you can't tell how far you were down there.
Yeah, pretty far down there. And if I had soared the bucket, I could have been by the green. That was just a tricky putt. I needed to throw a better tee shot. But that right there is Corey getting that stroke back right away.
Well,
I got 2 of them, back to 1.
gave yourself a look. Just had to get a little more aggressive on the putt.
You said it. That's our front 9 from Redwood Park Golf Club right there.
Look at you two. Lots of green.
Many greens.
Love it. I'm starting to see some great golf
Yeah,
here.
both Dylan and Kyle ended that one with a birdie. A lot of golf to play and a bunch of good scoring holes. We've got some really short holes that are super technical coming up. I think you guys will enjoy them, so definitely come watch us. Quick shot at the leaderboard thus far through round 2. We've actually got the local from New Zealand, Levi Stout, the kid. He's only 17 years old and he's got so much game.
Yeah, it's starting to come alive.
He's on the move, as well as some other names on that page that I don't know, but might be seeing later. Thank you guys for watching. This has been the front 9 of the New Zealand National Championships 46th annual, brought to you guys by RPM, Winnow, and the PDGA. For Luke Humphries, Tall Paul, we'll see you guys on that back 9.